I will ask you something, of course, about artificial intelligence. So, do you think that what we have now in this situation, you know, with Stephen Hawking and very famous scientists, do you think that we really have to be afraid what's going on with artificial intelligence on the one side, or on the other side, as on the end of your book, you suggest that there is some kind of compatibility between biological and artificial, and then actually we need new politics for that. How?
Okay, thank you. Well, it depends on what afraid means. Undoubtedly, the current situation rises new emotions, for sure, that are linked with astonishment, surprise, and expectation as well. We say, well, what's going on and what will happen tomorrow? So if fear is linked with surprise, expectation, okay. If fear is linked with rejection, denial, reaction in the sense of resentment, of Nietzsche's resentment, then I think we shouldn't be afraid in that sense. I think there's a difference between being anxiously open to what's happening and anxiously closed to what is happening. So, of course, on the side of the first possibility. Of course, as you said at the end of your question, what makes us anxious in particular is the fluidifying of the frontier between the biological and the artificial. I was myself, as I tried to explain yesterday, I was trapped myself in that opposition. I thought it was very guaranteed, that the natural brain was plastic rather than the computer was not. And now I think differently. I think that the limits between both is every day a little bit more disappearing. And so, and you know also about this new trend in science called artificial life, where you can create on a computer a living bacteria. So yes, the limits of life are being totally redrawn, and this is what we are currently facing. Yes. But I think the worst way of apprehending that is to close ourselves to it. Like developing a kind of technophobia. This is the worst scenario.
Yes, that's the reason why I think that we need some, as you suggest, I think very correctly, some kind of the new politics, which will, let's say, be in that position to explain what is our expectation and things like that. I think that it's a very interesting, because that was, I think, your point where we start with new thinking, new kind of philosophy.
And I think that these new politics should be very much based on very democratic kinds of debate, like asking almost practically everyone, what do you think of that? It should not be decisions taken at the highest level, but a kind of open debate towards society. So I hope this can happen.
Yes.
And also included in schools. I mean, in education, it should be much more discussed among children, etc.
Yeah, some kind of crowd intelligence.
Yeah, exactly. Collective intelligence.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.